Just give a general opening statement. I don't know if you guys do that up here in Oregon, but just general statement about the game.
Proud of the team, bounce back day. We felt like we left some opportunities on the board on a really extremely highly pitched, Thursday night game, I guess, moving the series up a day. But we felt like we left some opportunities on the table last night, which, when you have very few opportunities that are available off of, a Friday night pitching performance that SC got against us, you got to take advantage of them, and I felt like we did a much better job tonight of taking advantage of it. I thought Angel Laya's unselfish at-bat to be able to advance a runner, and then, them having to pitch a certain way to be able to, lead to another guy to get on base with a patient at-bat to lead to a bigger swing, I thought was the real critical thing, and the game probably honored the fact that we were playing simple baseball. I thought SC did the same thing. That's the way they've scored their runs. It's just playing good fundamental baseball, which is a credit to Coach Stankwich, a very good coach, as we can tell. So, how about this baseball series, right? Packed house and two really tight games with two really, really good baseball teams, and now we got to square it up tomorrow.
Bill gets touched up a little bit there in the second inning, and then I think he retires the next 12 batters in a row. What kind of grit do you see out of that kid tonight?
I don't know if it was 12 or 14, but I know he went on a roll, right? And it was pretty impressive, and it wasn't a lot of loud contact at all until the last inning, where they got a couple of balls, and Jack Brooks made a tremendous play in center field to rob a home run. Maybe it was a home run, but a great play. And I thought Will was really good, and coming off of the last weekend, I know he wanted to make a statement, and he did make a statement. We wanted to keep him on full rest, which was great. And he pitched really, really well. And to see Devin Bell come in and throw the way he did tonight, I thought was a huge lift for our ball club.
Seniors recognized today, but it was the freshmen that took the opportunities we were talking about and notched the runs. Could you just talk about what you saw from their at-bats?
The freshmen got the big swings off, right, with Jackson and with Junior. Both those guys hitting home runs was really critical. But, there were some other really big-time things that the seniors did tonight, right? You saw Drew Smith play just electric defense, and he had a critical walk in that inning that we, put a crooked number up on him. And so, from that, I thought that was tremendous. You had Jack Brooks rob a home run in center field basically as a senior. He's got another year of eligibility left, which, we're, as long as he doesn't sign pro, he's going to be roaming around out there again next year in center field. So, just to see that, and then Devin Bell to be able to pitch like he did on senior day, I thought that was pretty spectacular. And the contributions, Gabe Miranda comes off the bench and absolutely scalds the ball to right field. I just thought it was a well-rounded team effort, and credit to the seniors. They've, in this program, they've never not been in postseason play, and this will be another year that they're in postseason play. They've never not been in postseason play in their careers here, and that's something we take a lot of pride in, and they'll join that. I don't know if that's been done in this program where every single year a class has been, but quite possibly it has. I don't know the record book very well, but I know this group has accomplished that, which is great.
What's the message to the team heading into tomorrow? Big rubber match to decide the series.
Win the game. Yeah, we're showing up to win a game. Are you kidding me? This is great. If you can't get up for a game tomorrow, you can't get up. This is going to be a lot of fun. Obviously, you can tell that the two teams are evenly matched, and it's a really competitive series, and we want to win this thing.
What went into Clark coming out of the bullpen for, I think, his first bullpen appearance since his freshman year?
Scolari starting on Thursday. Gustola's been pitching really well. He keeps his spot. Those two guys were, and so it became between Will and Colin which one was going to go to the bullpen. And I feel like Colin's a guy that with his competitiveness is really going to help us in the back end of the bullpen.
It seemed like he really had to tamper that down tonight, especially after Jack said with the rounding, there early in the game, a bit of a talking to from the umps. How did you feel like your guys tempered their emotions and obviously emotional game?
Oh, I don't know. I don't encourage our guys or their guys to temper emotions. I think baseball polices itself, and I think all the stuff that these guys are doing is, it's really unfortunate because these are umpires that care a ton, and they're as conscientious a group, and they want the best for college baseball, and they're put in a spot that's just so unrealistic and absolutely crazy. And so when each and every game, these guys are tasked to, make sure nobody stares at somebody, for God's sake. I mean, it's the most amazing thing ever. Baseball's always policed itself. It'll always police itself. And they don't have any business being in that. And they're inserted in that because they're told to. It's not their fault. It's not the umpire's fault. They're told to insert themselves, and they're being put in a terrible position. And for that, I really respect them. And I think these guys are tremendous for college baseball, and they do a great job. And I hate it that they're stuck in this spot. These guys are men. They're young men. Let them go. There's a limit, yes, but I think that we're missing on the wrong side of the line, obviously.
What did they say to you after the home run? They brought you out to the foul line and seemed like they talked to you for like a minute and a half or so.
They told me that there was a warning on our team, and I just told them the same thing I just told you.
Okay.
What do you stay out of it? Just let these guys play. It's a competitive series, and just stay out of it. You guys are doing a great job, and the more you insert yourself in this kind of stuff is silly.
A few slips in the pitching, but the timely outs were a huge force today. Could you talk about just Morgan and Bell buckling down in spots with runners on?
Yeah, it's not ice skating again, right? I mean, we don't get graded out on style points in baseball. It's just did you get the outs before they scored the runs, right? And at the end of this one, we came out with one more. That's all that counts.